Howdy. I was doing some stuff, and at one point, the gasoline ended, so I had a little time to take my eyes off and focus on the sky because it is really interesting. We had Aurora Borealis yesterday, or in the night. Let me enhance this very quickly. Because sometimes it's a little bit hard to catch all those things which are going on in the sky, especially when you use polarized glasses. You see much more than with bare eyes, so it won't necessarily be recorded on film. And these were also, I think we have to enhance this. That's a very cool picture. Plasma filaments. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the lower one is very interesting. Let's take this shot. And I find this very interesting. Check it out, it has peaks. Is there two dragons dancing in the sky? These clouds might indicate the coming of the winter. And as I stand there, I notice there we have this kind of sundog halo effect. There has been a little halo earlier. There is a very bright spot. And that's, yeah, a little bit of different adjustment, but it's still very bright. I try to play around and catch it somehow better. And I even figured out I could walk to the edge of the field. Yeah, that's not sharp. Yeah, that's a little video. I'm no video man neither. But somehow it gives you probably a better perspective of how the sky looks. Basically right now. There is quite something going on. A plunge of cold air from the Arctic. The airstream from Newfoundland between Greenland. Labrador Sea. And here you can, I try to catch because there's, at one point I will end because there's some red color coming there. It's almost visible here. But there is so much stuff. And I'm such a bad cameraman. Then it's really hard to tell if it's sharp because you cannot really see the screen of a phone. And there are those three very interesting clouds. Anyway, I'm not a cameraman. That's the Sundog Halo or whatever. I had to stop because I noticed that there is really coming color into that. One little cloud there, all by its own. No, not really, but let's check it out. If we just put the saturation a bit up, and maybe the contrast. Get on with it. Yeah, check it out. One illuminated cloud. There might be some kind of halo because it somehow looks like it would go up, but I don't know. But that's very neat. And it was over like in a minute. Not even a minute. This was a very. This went very quickly over a few seconds. 15 or 20. Yeah, there's no color visible. And that's the scenery. Wherever you look, there is so much stuff, riplets and filaments and structures and all kinds of things. And all of a sudden, while I stand there, from those three, what I showed you earlier, there emerged many more. But now to something maybe interesting. News. Oh man. News. URSA, a new Aurora Borealis phenomena, was discovered with the help of Finnish enthusiasts. The new discovered phenomena was named Red Arc with green diffuse aurora, Ragda, after its appearance. Yeah, there was some red light yesterday in the aurora as well. The Ragda aurora form, i.e., a red arc with green fog in the sky of Ikali. The special Aurora Borealis reported to the URSA Skywatch service led to the discovery of a new aurora phenomena, informs the Astronomical Association URSA RU. URSA's Tähted ja Avaruus magazine also reports on the observation. According to the association, people began to wonder about the sighting in October 2018 when stargazer Emma Bruce photographed a red arc in Rautalammi, which basically means iron. What is it? A small lake. Iron Lake. In connection with the bright northern lights, she, because I think Emma is a woman, she first thought it was a rare so-called SAR arc, stable aurora red arc. In the end, 70 similar observations were found in the URSA Skywatch service. She presented the observations at an international workshop in October 2021 where Toshi Nishimura, head of the Northern Lights Research Group at Boston University, was also a participant. Nishimura recognized that the phenomena was discussed was not at least a normal SR arc. He knew that green and red emissions had been reported before, but the totality of observations and the behavior of the shapes was unusual. Observations were combined with satellite measurements, and finally the observations made by star enthusiast Heidi Rikala and Lauri Kanka were found in Taiwanvahti, of which were satellite measurements made at the same time. Taiwanvahti is somehow Skywatch, basically. The third observation suitable for the study was received from Canadian stargazer Alan Dyer. Born from solar wind protons, the research revealed that unlike the SRR arcs, the red arc and hazy green formations described by enthusiasts are caused by the sun's particle stream, or solar wind, with the interaction and Earth's magnetic field. And we have surface conductivity anomalies, and we have a iron lake, and we have Aurora Borealis, the connection between heavens and ground, and so on. But anyway, I haven't read this yet. URSA says that the usual Aurora Borealis are created by electrons in the solar wind, but the phenomena discovered now originates from much heavier particles, protons. A new phenomenon arises in a chain reaction where a proton that collides with an atmospheric atom detaches an electron from it. The electron, on the other hand, collides with a molecule in the atmosphere, and the additional energy it receives is released as Aurora Borealis. We had wondered for a long time how such an Aurora Borealis with two superimposed colors was possible. It was wonderful to finally get an explanation for the phenomena, says Emma Bruce in URSA's press release. The now discovered phenomena was named Red Arc with Green Diffuse Aurora, RAGDA, after its appearance. The project has given researchers a wealth of new information about how protons interact with the atmosphere, says URSA. Finland will see a partial solar eclipse next week, yes. They are talking about colors in Aurora. Yesterday night, there's red. Not too much. And it was basically the only moment when there was red. And I've been thinking about the direction of that, what there could be, and the only thing I came up with it might be Collie, which would be very interesting. Because of surface conductivity anomalies and such. And since Earth's magnetic field is weakening, these kind of things are much more important to understand. And I think it has very much also to do with what kind of stuff is in the ground where Aurora Borealis is visible. Not only what is in the atmosphere, but also what is in the ground. And this just, I think the colors are just a sign of how much deeper they can penetrate than they have been doing in the past, since, like I say again, Earth's magnetic field is weakening, poles are on the move, and all these kind of things. So it's very interesting, especially when you have these kind of things in your backyard. Yes, thanks. Bye.